neither one of us cares to put forth any effort to reconcile with the other. We are separate, as she put it, because she doesn't care to be my mother. But my mother showed a clear lack of humility, compassion, and consideration.
Looks like Monique got into some shady controversy because of her recent chat with Shanon Shay, and she's been blasted from left and right. Even her own son, Shalon Jackson, has spoken on their estranged bond, and folks, the drama just hit the fan portraying the actress in a bad light and basically called her a liar. Last week, there was this huge buzz all over because Monique had this viral site down chat with Club Shay. Among other topics, the actress' relationship with her eldest son came up, and it stirred quite a drama. First, fellow comedian D.L. Hewley threw major shade because of Monique's claims. He straight up called her out, questioning how she could preach about his family when she's not even close to her own son.
Through the years, I was bitter, I was dangerous with what I was doing. I knew the time would come that I would see him.
Apparently, there are a lot of juicy details we don't know about Monique and her family dynamics, and DL was the first to spill the tea. In his long rant on social media, he said, "Let's decide that you will treat my children like you treat yours. Like you don't know them, invisible, like you have no relationship with them, like you're everything layer, like you're estranged, like you're unfamiliar, like you don't know them." Monique herself admitted in that Club Shay interview that she's not tight with her oldest son, but here's the thing, she didn't dive deep into the whole mother-son drama. The actress, however, talked about how she wanted her first son to have everything she didn't, and it was her decision to choose work over family back then.
Every choice and decision you make, every one you lay down with, that was your choice.
As she admitted, she sacrificed a lot, hustling hard to make sure he had opportunities in life. But guess what? Shalon didn't actually like that part of her interview, and to his mom's much shock, he wasn't going to keep quiet. In a nearly 10-minute TikTok video, he responded to the portion of the interview where the precious star addresses her narrative about her praying to the universe to reconcile their relationship, basically saying she doesn't care to be my mother any more than I care to be her son. He's speaking out, calling Monique out for not even trying to patch things up and neglecting her duties as a parent. It's like, dang Monique, you're all about family, but your own son feels left out in the cold. Remember how she was dragging Tyler Perry and Oprah, saying these two were trying to steal her from her family? Well, looks like her lies are caught up with her.
Well, I told the truth. And what happens is we're now in a society that the truth is offensive.
Right now, Monique's got a solid bond with the 3 kids she shares with her hubby, Sydney Hicks, the twins and Sydney's son from previous marriage. But poor Shalon Jackson, he's feeling neglected, and who can blame him? Looks like her motherly love is rather selective, and there's not enough place for her oldest son. No wonder he went a bit harshly after his mom. But maybe it's time to serve some truth here. Either way, it's a messy situation, considering how sad Shalon sounded in his long message to his mom. As he explained, "I'm tired of hearing my mother's truths. Newsflash, I'm not sure if people know, but standing in your truth doesn't make you noble." He also spoke about what he endured during his childhood, saying Monique told him that she did not want to focus on motherhood during that time, but somehow found joy in motherhood with her new round of kids.
I can say good for her. The universe did, bless her with 3 other sons.
Now, this is quite a new level of humiliation for the actress who slammed other celebrities online and exposed their family business. Despite having much respect for the actress, fans are now casting doubt at Monique's claims and her whole reputation. As one person commented, "Crazy how she wants the world to validate how she's been wronged and how she's feeling, but won't do the same for her son." And another user added, "Her son shut down Monique's whole facade when he said that." She has spent 14 years traveling from platform to trash Tyler, Perry, and Oprah Winfrey when her own son was being neglected. And folks, there's so much drama packed into this. As Shalon mentioned in his video, Monique wasn't much into family until she got together with her current hubby Sydney Hicks and became mother for the second time. If I had to guess, though, her interest in being a mother probably started around the time she married her daddy and had children. That was a final blow to Monique's pristine image, and it looks like many people haven't seen this side of her. She always gave the impression of being a totally devoted mom, and new revelations only prove the opposite.
Putting the work into becoming Monique is more important to my mother than being my mother.
Bye, folks. Here comes the juiciest part. After hearing this rant, the actress fought back and unleashed hell on social media on her own son. Can you imagine the audacity? In that response from Monique and her hubby, she basically proved her being a lousy mother to Shalon as she decided to dish out more dirt on her family business. Mo started by addressing how she plans to deal with her son's public claims, but suddenly, her husband, Sydney, was the one who stepped up to clap back at Shalon, saying the irony of all this is not what is said, but what's left off. So you're leaving off the fact that the last time we laid eyes on, your mother got you everything you needed for the newborn baby. So Sydney basically called Shalon a parasite who wanted to get publicity because of his famous mom and her sudden appearance back in the limelight.
So as imperfect people, we have no inhibitions about giving an apology when you owe it to somebody.
But then Sydney drops some serious truth bombs, claiming that Shalon is playing games with them. He revealed how both he and Monique was babying him in his 30s and throwing more cash than an adult child should ask from his parents. He said, "You're forgetting how I, from Georgia, was talking you through getting your car after we gave you the half payment for it and you were 31, 32 years old at that point." Looks like both Mo and Sydney were expecting to shut that narrative down real quick by shading Shalon and scolding him, insulting him on social media instead of having that convo in person.
I'm sitting there on a conversation at the behest of your mother. Why?
But wait, there's more. It seems like Mo would be happy to bury the hatchet, but her hubby Sydney's not letting Shalon off the hook that easily. He even crossed the line when he outed one of the family's biggest secrets about Monique's oldest son and mentioning his mental issues. Now it's one thing to have public feud even between the family members, that bringing up such serious things and dishing out what was going on behind the scenes in the family is another level of cringe. Coming straight from Sydney's mouth while Monique was sitting next to him and saying nothing. That's beyond any audacity.
You're not loved. That's because you're not paying attention, and there are other dynamics that fall into play.
Monique needed to step up and address this herself without her hubby. It's like she's hiding behind Sydney, using him to shield herself from taking responsibility. By letting him insult the young man, she's avoiding facing the music while hurting her estranged son even more, which won't contribute to their reconciliation. And let's talk about love and attention, not just stuff. Monique was too caught up in chasing fame and fortune to give him that, and now it's coming back to bite her.
Right.
So I prayed to the universe, just let me be famous.
While we don't know the full story, apparently, another chapter of epic beef is ahead, especially if there were some mental health issues involved, which Sydney and Monique probably didn't need to bring up at all. But even with all that, Monique still dropped the ball as a mom. She neglected him plain and simple, and as he said, to this day, my mother has never expressed to me when, if ever, she became interested in me as her son. In this situation, Monique keeps playing the victim card. She needs to own up to her mistakes and try to make things right. It's her sacred duty as a mom to face Shalon, acknowledge his pain, and work towards healing their relationship.
Neither one of us has had the desire to reach out to the other in a very long time.
But here's the thing, folks. Reconciliation takes effort from both sides, and Shalon clearly said he wanted nothing from her. Looks like both mom and son need to put their pride aside and finally start to mend those broken bonds. And as many people are saying, Sydney should be left out of this. As one person commented, Daddy needs to stay out of this and encourage his wife to pick up the phone and stay off social media, and to talk about his mental health is low down dirty. And another user added, Monique likes to shame others. She is very manipulative, cunning, no respect for her son's truth, but she can tell her truth with no hesitation. Clearly, no one expected such a twist in Tinseltown, and the pristine image of Monique is now being tarnished by some dirty family drama. But folks, what do you think about all this? Is Monique really a bad mom and her clash with the industry titans is more important for her than relationships with her son? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos.